We are currently on the way to my old school in Gloucester because today we are filming with the BBC. I'm excited. They're going to do a small little documentary on me. So yeah, basically what we're doing is we've got Dave filming them, film me. Does that make sense? So I'll say it again. So we've got Dave filming them, filming me. So we're going to do a documentary off the back of their documentary. I don't know. It's just what we're going to do. So stay tuned. It's going to be a great day. I'm feeling good, a little bit hungry. Not hungry for success, actually hungry for food. But yeah, let's go. And if you want to start looking about some big goals or big dreams, whether they're unrealistic or not, your friends might laugh at you. But whether it be in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, eventually you will have the last laugh. I'll say it again. You're more powerful than you think you are. The problem is that you don't think you are. And what's sad, that in life, you become who you think you are. You can open your eyes. Okay guys, so we just finished the session. It's about a 30-minute session. It went really well. The engagement was on point, and yeah, hopefully the BBC's got some great clips of us. But as I said before, it's great to come back to my old school, see some old faces, some of the old teachers, some of them I like, some of them who didn't really like me, but yeah, it was a successful session, and now we're gonna go back to my old area and we're gonna do some other shots there.
Alright, no offence, I was expecting the stereotypical, do your grades, go home, do it, you do well.
That's what I want to hear. That's what I like. That's what I like.
You did that in a way that appealed to our generation a lot more.
Okay.
Because you're a lot younger, you're a lot more interested in us.
I wear trainers.
Exactly, you're not coming in a suit like,
of course.
Your parents are telling you to do this and stuff.
But one thing is, like, you have to understand, like, education is important and the grades are important, but it's not as important as the person you become along this whole process. So if you work hard, if you can sit there in class and listen to something you don't really care about but can still try your hardest, that says a lot about you, and that characteristics you're really building is going to help you get a job, get an apprenticeship, maybe create your own business. It's really developing you and preparing you for the future, and that's really my message more than the actual grades itself. And it's kind of just it's like a car mechanic, right? If a car mechanic was going to fix a car, you'd need tools, right? So it's the same as being in school. You want to use school as a tool to get you to where you want to get to. Okay guys, so we just got back in the car after the session at my old school. Now we're heading back to where I'm originally from, Treadworth, and we're going to do some extra shots and stuff around there. Obviously a lot of you know about my grandmother. She's from Treadworth, she lived in Treadworth, and I spent a lot of time with her there. So we're going to do some kind of walking around, talking to the BBC presenter, and kind of just sharing my story. So yeah, it should be good. I'm looking forward to it, especially after the session we just had at my old school. But yeah, stay tuned. And we are here in Treadworth, about to do the filming. BBC has to get their stuff out of the van, and then we're gonna get on with it. Feels good, especially being down this street where I lived and spent a lot of time with my grandmother. Obviously a grandmother's a big part of my talk and the message I share with the students. So yeah, it's definitely good to be back, and just I get a kind of warm feeling but also a bit of a sad feeling at the same time. Nobody really knew what we was involved in, and I would say that was terrible what we done, but then I go out the next night and cause trouble again, I guess. But it's, as I said, it's from those experiences what's made me into the person I am today.
What changed for you then? What was the catalyst? What made you go, this is wrong, I need to move on?
It wasn't like, people say it's an overnight thing, but for me it wasn't. It took a lot of time to overcome the kind of, I would say there's a glass ceiling effect, especially in Gloucester from my experience, and a lot of my friends I hanged around with, we felt like there wasn't much opportunity. And I actually started traveling to Bristol playing American football, and because of that, I started situating myself around good people who had goals, who had dreams, and because they had it, inspired me to start going and getting my own dream essentially, which was to go to America and turn my education around. So we got a saying, only fly with eagles. So that's kind of situate yourself around good, positive people, and because I've learned that, I can bring it back to Gloucester, and if people are in similar situations that I was in, I am now in a position to help them and support them and hopefully inspire them as well. Okay guys, so we just wrapped up filming with the BBC Points West. I think everything went really well, to be fair. I learned quite a bit as well from the experience, and I'm excited for it to be released. And once it is released, I'm going to put it on my website, but that will probably come before this video, so it's going to probably already be out. But it was good to share my story, and hopefully my story will help inspire and impact others at the same time. But thank you again. If you haven't already, make sure you follow me on all my social medias, and also subscribe!